But he saw this captain, he saw the Jeep, 27th Armored Infantry Battalion. So he went over and he talked, he said to the captain, geez, I have a brother that's in the Crossman. Sergeant, do I know Mike? Yeah, he took, yeah, well, what a coincidence that was.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
So did he tell Bud where you were?
Huh?
Did he tell Bud
Oh, yeah,
where you
he
were, or
told
did
Bud.
he drive him
and
there?
Bud got to leave someplace and got in a Jeep and found me. I don't know, maybe it was 20, 30, or 50 miles away. I don't know. I forget the town. I think Stuttgart, but I'm not sure where he happened to be when he saw the 27 Armored in Oliver. You know, I have a brother, Mike Crossman. Oh my God!
He talked about that all the time.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw him shaving and in comes cheese. What a shot that was!
Golly.
And you both had made it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I say I was no hero. I did what I was told, and that was about it. You know.
Well.
But.
So how far
Yeah,
in?
you could ask me questions. I can't answer.
How far into Germany did you get after Remagen? What happened?
We got
then?
it after that. They decided, Eisenhower and Churchill and whatchamacallit, Montgomery and Eisenhower, the heavies in England or wherever they were, 10 Downing Street. That's what it was. But anyway, they decided to let the Russians take Berlin,
Yes.
which I think was a damn good idea. We could have lost 20, 30,000 men, and a lot of that was still in history. Should he have done it or shouldn't he have done it? Well, personally, I'm glad he did, because we were stopped. My company, battalion, was stopped right at the Elbe River, E-L-B-E.
Yeah.
And we were billeted there, and you could hear the guns and Germans and the bombardment in Berlin.
Yeah.
That the Russians took over and devastated. Of course, the Russians, there were two generals. One Russian general was here, another one here, and they wanted to take claim for capturing Berlin. So they were killing each other from heavy artillery. Boom, you know. That's the story. That's what the story goes. Well, finally, that's when, we had stopped, and then that's when the Russians took. And then things quieted down after that, so then I was transferred to Czechoslovakia.
Well, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And what'd you do there?
Well, that was like basic training all over again. Waiting, took them home by that time.
Yeah.
Now you're talking, and I was waiting. A lot of us were waiting, but I had been there and had enough points. So we got transferred finally. Took a 40 and 8, which was the railroad junk cars. Shove us in a rail like a freight car you see going here. The accommodations weren't too luxurious.
Not like the Queen Mary, huh?
No. But then we finally, while we were in Czechoslovakia, I was sort of in charge of the motor pool, the Jeeps and stuff like that. And I was probably saying, Mike, want to make some money? So he said, well, you want to get rid of that watch? Well, I had bought a watch. I had a watch, whatever. He said, come on, so you get us a Jeep and I'll show you. So we went over there, and about 5 or 6 guys, and we'd sell the watches to the Russians. Now, their franc was worth a penny. Ours was worth 10 cents. And so you got the money, paper money, and I made But then they said, Mike, we got something better. We want to get more money and we sell gasoline and ammunition to the Russians. And now I draw the line there. I draw the line. So I had settled. Hello. I got about $3,000 out of it.
Wow. From
Yeah.
selling watches?
Well, I'd go back to my company and I'd see guys that want to sell your watch. I'd give them a good price. I had watches up to here, you know. But I made $3,000, give or take a little. But I drew the line at the guns and the gasoline.
Oh, yeah,
The guns and
Yeah.
the ammunition line.
Yeah.
So finally, this all took time of waiting and waiting. It was not fun at all.
No.
Where in Czechoslovakia were you? Do you know roughly?
I really don't know the name of the town.
Do you know north, south? I mean, were you near
I
Prague?
don't
or-
know.
You don't know. Okay.
No.
Yeah, how long were you there, do you recall?
Huh?
How long were you there in Czechoslovakia?
Czechoslovakia, oh, probably a month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd play baseball. You know, things would get quieted down. And you'd have to stand guard duty, which is a joke. Your helmet had to be shined, and you had to have a gun, but you couldn't have any bullets in it. It was ridiculous, you know. It's difficult. You can't comprehend what war is
Yeah.
like.
No.
And I had it a lot better than a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
But there were a lot of people, my good friends that were killed. And I happened to make good friends with this fellow Porges, Alan Porges. He's about my size. And we were buddy-buddy all during the war. But he's Jewish. And like a lot of Jewish people, they converted into the medics, thinking it's safer there. I mean, that's a fact, you know. It's not. I'm not prejudiced. I'm just saying. Not a lot of Jews. I know one that stuck in Bastogne. He stood there and he was great, as I saw. But anyway, this good friend of mine, I went to his house before we went overseas. He lived in Forest Hills, New York. Visited his family and his mother and father. But we separated. He went to the medics. And then I heard he got captured. Well, oh boy, there's a Jewish fella captured by the Germans, which most of them were afraid of. Feared the worst. But I didn't know I was there. I heard he got killed, you know. So time went by, and somebody said, Mike Porgy's still alive. We heard what? What did you hear? Well, he hooked up with his captain, which was Captain Rossamano, who was an Italian guy, captain. But Porgy, being Jewish, could speak German, right? And all Jewish speak, the same thing.
Sure.
So he hooked up, the captain took him because he translated it. And at that time, the Americans, if they saw a woman dying, they'd take care of it. They'd take care of the civilians as much as they possibly could, you know what I mean? So he said to the Germans, no, I can't use my translator. You can't do without him. So he survived, and they shipped him back to France, to the United States, and he made it back.
Wow.
Something.
The story, right?
That is
That is
amazing.
great.
Did you see him? Have you seen him
Oh yeah, he
afterwards?
came up here.
Really?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was living in Norwell.
Yeah.
And he came back, and of course he told me all about it. Gee.
Wow.
And yeah, I took him sailing out sailing with me. Yeah, we had some stories to tell. But
I bet you did.
I never thought, he said, Mike, you can imagine me. You man, a little you bastard, he said, and them Germans got me. And I never thought I'd make it.
I'd
Wow.
say.
But he